Chinese naval surveillance ship docks in South Africa port. And remember, the BRICS nation, which includes South Africa. So China is expanding its influence globally. South Africa has courted criticism from the U.S. and its allies for refusing to condemn Russia's invasion of Ukraine and holding the naval exercise with several Russian and Chinese vessels off its east coast in February over the first anniversary of the outbreak of the conflict. Pretoria is currently contemplating whether to allow Russian President Vladimir Putin to attend a BRICS bloc summit that it will host in August. And keep in mind, it's been OPEC plus, and that plus is Russia. And it's been that way for a while. So this is not, everything seems to happen really slowly until it happens quickly. But again, this had me a little concerned when I saw this, with lavish treatment of Macron, who is, by the way, pushing through pension reforms, whether the public likes it or not. Too bad, so sad. China's Xi woos France to counter the U.S. China's Xi Jinping has given French President Emmanuel Macron an unusually lavish welcome on a state visit, which, I like this, unusually lavish welcome, which some analysts see as a sign of Beijing's growing offensive to woo key allies within the European Union to counter the United States. And so what we're watching is China's making an attempt to shift the U.S. allies. And what did we show with this whole conflict? Is that we will use SWIFT, the U.S.'s global payment system, to control the outcome and make countries do what we want them to do. This has not gone unnoticed. I'm telling you right now, this has not gone unnoticed. And this is a little, take heed of this. This is a big deal. Because with this, we're already seeing the French president ignore the population and the public. We've seen that before. We'll see it again. We'll see it here. We'll see it there. We'll see it everywhere. But China knows the best how to control their population. And yet, even the Chinese public is starting to rebel in different ways. It's really interesting what's happening in China. Absolutely, for sure. In the meantime, as a warning, another one, they did it when Nancy Pelosi went to visit Taiwan. China simulates hitting key targets on Taiwan. China has simulated precision strikes against key targets on Taiwan and its surrounding waters during a second day of military drills. The drills, which Beijing has called a stern warning to the self-governing island, are a response to Taiwan's president visiting the U.S. last week. The U.S. is not going to let China tell us what we can and cannot do. Can you see this conflict brewing? As the Chinese military simulated an encirclement of the island, the U.S. urged China to show restraint. Yeah, and the U.S. isn't going to tell China what to do either. Taiwan said about 70, this is a lot, 70 Chinese aircraft flew around the island on Sunday, and 11 Chinese ships were also spotted. Battle lines are being drawn, and everybody is poking at each other. So the U.S. is poking at China, and China is poking at the U.S. I don't know. I'm sure they will settle this diplomatically. If you like this clip and you want to watch the full video, just click right here. And to subscribe, click right here.